okay for your boyfriend to have a female best friend? If you have a female best friend, then why don't you go date her then, if that's the case? Because when we argue, you go to her.
What is it that he's so attracted to about that best friend that I can't have? What is it that she provides him that I can't provide for him?
How much power does that girl have over his thoughts and feelings?
Yes.
Is she able to tell him, listen, I don't think that, this girl is for you?
Tina Charmer.
And I'm Rachel Passon. Today we are again joined with the same lovely two ladies. I'm gonna allow them to introduce themselves. So on my left I've got
Melissa. You can catch me on Instagram and Facebook, Melissa Zulu. And this is
I'm Kelsey, and I actually don't know what my handle is, but I'm sure they'll put it on here. I'm not really the social media person, I'm more of like Facebook memes person. At like 3 o'clock in the morning.
You that girl. So the topic that we're going to talk about today, is it okay for your boyfriend to have a female best friend?
It's a hot topic. I feel like a lot of people feel some type of way.
Do you think it's essential that your boyfriend's female best friend should have somehow a connection with you as well?
You know what? Yes, it's beneficial, because then at the end of the day, you guys can all hang out together, and maybe like if you're friends with that person, you maybe feel more comfortable with having them around you, because then you get to know them. And that.
For me personally, I don't rate that. I don't like that. For me personally, I feel like, okay, if you have a female best friend, then why don't you go date her then, if that's the case? Because when we argue, you go to her, isn't it? So I kind of don't understand why you need a female best friend. If that is the case, then date her. That is my personal.
I feel that females don't like about the guys having a female best friend and them going to them telling about the problems. Then that person's gonna have like some kind of image of you. They don't know you on that level, but they're just going by what their best friend is telling them about you. Now they're gonna have this attitude towards you because you're treating my friend like this. Like, who do you think you are? And be all protective and shit like that. But then again, there's boundaries, so they need to respect the fact that they can't get involved in your shit,
Can I speak from a female best friend perspective?
Yes.
With relationships, and I've always said this with my guy friends, I consider myself a true friend, so I will respect your relationship. That doesn't mean I'm going to shut up, but it means that I'm going to accept and respect the decisions that you make. I will respect the fact that you have a girlfriend. I won't push myself and try and make her feel uncomfortable. Whether or not she likes me, it's okay. If we get along, great, but if we don't, it's also fine. But she also just needs to understand that I know certain parts of you, and I'm not speaking from like a sexual thing or anything that's gonna make her feel uncomfortable, but I've known him from a different perspective. So it would be beneficial for you to get along with me and for me to get along with you, for his sake at least.
Exactly.
And with what you said about why aren't we dating, or why aren't, most of the time we and the guy friend would choose not to date because it's better for us to have a friendship. Sometimes a friendship is better than actually
A
dating.
relationship,
Yes. I've realized with most of my friendships it's not worth, because I know the moment I get into a relationship, if things don't work out, I'm cutting you off. But it's difficult for me to imagine losing my guy friend to that extent, especially if we've established something that's not worth losing for.
Yes, also, if things don't work out for you guys as a couple, and then maybe you guys still face, but there's gonna be that awkwardness, and it's just gonna ruin the kind of vibe that you guys did have as friends. And I had a friend like that, and I told you guys about it earlier, where I was friends with this guy, and then he got married, and we couldn't be friends anymore because his wife doesn't like me or finds me intimidating or whatever. But before, we did feel like we had something going on or whatever, like romantic feelings and that. But then we told each other we're not gonna act on it, and we're just gonna keep on being friends, because we don't feel like it's gonna work out if we're gonna be in a relationship. And also we were scared that you know, if it doesn't work out, we're not gonna be friends anymore. We're not gonna, you know, have that vibe that we enjoy so much.
So I feel like there should be a boundary.
Yeah.
I feel like there should be boundaries because
No,
like in
definitely.
situations that I've been in a relationship with a guy where he had a female best friend, and I saw a picture of her sitting on his lap, and for me I kind of really found that really disrespectful. The fact that she even posted that picture actually pissed me off even more because it just shows, okay, cool, if this is what you do when you guys are together, imagine things that you don't even post on social media. So like that's why I'm kind of like skeptical about these things. That's why I rather prefer for you to not have a female best friend.
Yeah.
You can have friends that are females, that's not a problem, but having a female best friend is for me is a bit too much.
Do you guys
That makes
feel,
sense.
why is it that we as female feel very threatened by another female in terms, like if you are in a relationship with a guy, and why is it that if maybe he's friends with another female, you feel very like you bothered, even though then it's not a love relationship, it's just like a friendship? Why is it so much of a concern that we are so like bothered by it?
We
Why?
99% of the time, most of us have never been with someone who stays. So we don't know the feeling of safety. We don't know the feeling of being comfortable with someone without the idea of them actually leaving. And it's a fear that you constantly have.
Yes.
And it grows out of control, I guess, to a point where even if he does have a female best friend, I cannot help but think, what is it that he's so attracted to about that best friend that I can't have? What is it that she provides him that I can't provide for him?
Yes,
Do you understand?
But
Yeah.
then again, okay.
And
I
that's
just want to say something quickly. Another thing that I think is what your partner or what the girl is scared, the girlfriend is scared of, is how much power does that girl have over his thoughts and feelings. Is she able to tell him, listen, I don't think that, you know, this girl is for you, and then he actually, you know, bases
to
off,
her.
like, can she influence his decisions when it comes to his relationship? That's one thing that I think about.
Why are we treating them differently when it's another female? But if it's another guy, you'll be so comfortable. You knowing that his best is with the guy. Why is it that if it's a different gender, if it's a female, you feel like no, it shouldn't be a female, it should rather be a guy?
Females are naturally competitive.
The same thing with guys
And
as
they
well.
also
Male with
territorial.
another male.
They
So you don't think it's going to do with us, with our insecurities that we are projecting on this
I
friendship
mean,
that you guys have with
somewhat
another
yes,
woman?
but I agree with her.
Yeah.
Like, females are naturally like to
Yes.
each other, and also like 99% of the time, there's actually something that you have that she doesn't know,
Yes.
something that she admires about you, but
Yes.
like she
is
wants it. She wants to try and be better than you.
Yes, you're
You
right.
know?
So right.
So I felt like that before, but then I asked myself, why do I feel that way about this girl?
Yes.
Why am I feeling like I'm hating on her or something like that? Like, oh, she's probably this way. that way. And then I think to myself, okay, no, but she's really beautiful.
Yes.
Maybe I'm insecure about myself, and now I'm trying to like make her out to be like
She's
someone
not.
that she's not.
Yeah.
I've learned that also, like I shouldn't let that kind of like instinctive
Yes.
feeling take my mind over. Like, get to know that person first before you actually, you know, make your assumption of like who they are.
Can I cut you there? I just like the fact that when you spoke about you were feeling some type of way about that girl, and somehow you were able to overcome that situation. Because with females, when we feel some type of way about a girl because of our own insecurities, we always tend to like be negative towards them, almost like it's their problem that they're prettier than me, and the fact that he sees her more attractive. So I like the fact that you actually saw that you were actually the problem and you dealt with that within yourself.
And I feel like
that's
myself
something
because I feel like it's so embarrassing to actually like say, oh, look at that girl.
Yes, that's when you become ugly. That's when you
Yeah.
become an ugly person.
You know,
Yes.
and I like to rather like I like to act like rationally. I don't like to be irrational and give girls that looks because they're so pretty or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it just makes me such an ugly person.
Yes.
And imagine what
Yes.
people are gonna think of me.
And there is people like that out there in the world. Like, just because they're so insecure about themselves, they want to put it on other females, and that actually needs to come to an end. Like, if it's normal to be envious, I guess it's quite normal, but it's how you control yourself, it's how you go about doing things. There's people out there that are actually really, really envious of someone, and you can see they are. Like, you can literally see that they don't like you because you're beautiful. I feel like it's a matter of just controlling yourself, and it's okay. It's okay to be envious, but try to
Yeah.
speak to yourself more often, like get to know yourself and help yourself to actually stop being that ugly person, because it's really not nice.
Yeah, what
It's
I
not
always like say to my guy friends, girlfriends, né, is you should never feel threatened about my position in his life. There is something about, I might not see it, but there is something about you that attracted him to you. Ultimately, it doesn't matter how much time we talk on the phone or what, he comes back to you. So don't feel as if I am taking your spotlight or I'm taking your place. That's not why I'm there. But I'm gonna be the person he's gonna be like, yo Melissa, I'm planning a surprise, please help me. I don't know what girls like these days, please help me.
Yeah.
That's my job for years. But I will also be there with him when I say, dude, this is how you talk to a female, this is how you approach a female, this is how you approach a situation like this. Do not talk to her like that. Do not. So don't ever feel as if I'm a threat. And what most females need to understand is the guy that you are dating reflects the person that the people he surrounds himself with. So he is the man that he is, or the person that he is, because of me. And I'm not taking all the credit, but the way he treats you reflects how he treats me. It reflects how he treats other females. So if he's a gentle person, he's a person who listens, it's because we've been through stages in our friendship where I've been like, but this is not how you approach the situation, especially with females. This is not how you talk to someone. This is not how, try this. And it becomes a conversation. It's not as flirting. It's not as, but it gets difficult when the girlfriend wants the guy to choose between us. And I always tell my guy friends, if ever you feel like you're in that position, go for your girlfriend.
Yes.
But I will still be here for you. I will support you in everything that you do.
Okay, can I cut you there actually?
Yeah.
There was a post that I saw on Facebook, right, that said that just because we dated the same guy does not mean we dated the same guy. Do you guys understand?
Yes.
I do believe that boyfriends are different with
Yes.
other girlfriends. I mean, you can say the one I just said. They're different to other girls. And and what you just said now, you also have a valid point, but also you must also understand that males are not always the same with all girls that they date.
Or he may treat her better than what he treated you.
Yes.
And that situation, like I've been in, because I was with this guy for so long, and then like he didn't treat me right. You know, it was a toxic relationship and stuff like that. But when I see him with someone else, and I'm like, why are you with him? Like, he's such a horrible person.
Yes, that is true.
And then I think to myself, you know what? Maybe, you know, it's different. You know, maybe he really loves her and feels differently about it than he did with me. So obviously, like, he's gonna treat her better.